So it's been a while since you hit me up. And I've kinda gotten thinking since you picked me up. If you got something on your mind, boy, don't let it take you all night, boy, come on. Slide on over, get a little closer, start leaning in. Quit taking your time, if your lips come out, I might be okay with it. So get on with it, 'cause I'm down with it. And I'm just saying, we're both here. No, it wouldn't be a bad idea. No, 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 no. Rolling my eyes, thinking why you can't make a move. I'm only going halfway, still up to you. Are you gonna do this or not, boy? Are you gonna kiss me or what, boy? Come on. Slide on over, get a little closer, start leaning in. Quit taking your time, if your lips come out, I might be okay with it. So get on with it, 'cause I'm down with it. And I'm just saying, we're both here. No, it wouldn't be a bad idea. No, 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 no. Just take a risk, just go with it if you're feeling it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. If you slide on over, get a little closer, boy, lean in. Quit taking your time, if your lips come out, I might be okay with it. So get on with it, 'cause I'm down with it. And I'm just saying, we're both here. No, it wouldn't be a bad idea. No, no, it wouldn't be the worst thing, baby. No, no, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Just slide on over. It wouldn't be a bad idea.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
You think we're just holding these fishing poles, fishing. You think we just ran in through my mud hole, mudding. You think we're just chilling on the riverbank, chilling, oh nah. There's more to this dang thing than you've been thinking. And I've been thinking about you, planning one of your kisses on me. I thought that wrong, baby, I'm in free. One of your blue-eyed looks, boy, that drives me crazy. And I've been wondering if you can see, every single time that you look at me, I put my money on it, I bet that you fall in love, but you just don't know it yet. Every time we're talking on the phone, you think we're just talking. And every time we're walking around this town, you might think we're just walking. Friends throw a party and you act like we're just friends. But there's more to this dang thing than you've been thinking. And I've been thinking about you, planning one of your kisses on me. I thought that wrong, baby, I'm in three. One of your blue-eyed looks, boy, that drives me crazy. And I've been wondering if you can see, every single time that you look at me, I put my money on it, I bet that you fall And I've been thinking about you, planning one of your kisses on me. I thought that wrong, baby, I meant 3. And one of your blue-eyed looks, but that drives me crazy. And I've been wondering if you can see, every single time that you look at me, I put my money on it, I bet that you're falling in love, you're falling in love, you're falling in love, but you just don't know it yet. You're falling in love, but you just don't know it.
Her name is Maggie Baugh. That is called Don't Know It Yet. And before that, Bad Idea. Welcome to the show. Today's Country with yours truly, Tim Kelly, hosting. We are KICR Indie Country Radio, playing the best in new indie country music. And we've got a great show lined up for you tonight. 3 hours of the best in new country. And the reason you heard 2 in a row from Maggie Baugh is because it is Triple Play Thursday. We'll have her 3rd song in a row here in just a moment. But first of all, we want to give a big shout out and thank you to all of our syndicated affiliates for playing the show. Stations like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 in Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com out of Belgium, devilscountryradio.com out of Belgium, itsliferadio.com Belgium, radiotheking.be Belgium, lpcountryradio.com, WVMIradio.com, It's My Radio, or It's My Country rather, .online, live 106.5 thewolf.com, and MusicCityDigitalMediaNetwork.com. Also, we have RealRadioUS.com, and you can catch us also on IndieCountryTelevision.com. Radio and television, we have you covered, ladies and gentlemen. Check out IndieCountryTelevision.com for the best new indie country music videos. You'll see a lot of the artists that we play on the radio, on TV as well. The latest single from Maggie Baugh to complete the triple play, it is called Think About Me on today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on Triple Play Thursday.
Sometimes I wonder if you still think about me when you find yourself still driving past my street. 'Cause there's a part of me that knows you have a piece of your heart that won't let go, but you and I were never meant to be. Sometimes I wonder if you ever moved on, or if you wish I was still wrapped up in your arms. But I ain't gonna lie, you've crossed my mind, and I think about those what ifs all the time. So is my feeling really gone? And did I really move on? And when you go to the same old bar, the one from the night you stole my heart, do you still drink the same old whiskey? And every time you pour yourself a glass of all the memories you had, do you still think about me? Do you still think about me? All my friends, they always ask what happened to you. Where the hell you went and who broke up with who? But I just can't explain that it's okay to be in love with the one who got away. So I don't know what to do, 'cause there will never be me and you. And when you go to the same old bar, the one from the night you stole my heart, do you still drink the same old whiskey? And every time you pour yourself a glass of all the memories you had, do you still think about la la
today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
Sitting at a hotel bar, I said, sir, I think I'll have one more, long as that girl keeps looking back at me. Said, son, if I was you, I wouldn't go there. That's Mary Jane, and she's been everywhere. Hope you get the drift of what I mean. Said I do, but I couldn't help myself to watch her place the bottle to her mouth. Those rosy lips would make an honest man of me. So I staggered over to introduce myself, but the closer I got, her good looks went to hell. Only thing I knew to do was yell out loud. I'm not drunk enough, but I'm tipsy. Get these lights and order up a few more rounds. I'm not drunk enough, but I'm tipsy. Let these hours pass by with a stiff drink in my hand. 'Cause right now, I'm not drunk enough, but I'm tipsy. Morning sunlight shining in her double wide and rusted screens. Half-empty bottle of Jack beside my head. Well, it must have been one hell of a night, 'cause I feel like I was in a Tyson fight. Beer cans and dirty clothes thrown everywhere. Well, I started to laugh when I thought of the term. Should I wake her up or chew off my arm? Lay back down and finish that bottle off instead. I'm not drunk enough, but I'm tipsy. Dim these lights and order up a few more rounds. I'm not drunk enough, but I'm tipsy. Let these hours pass by with a stiff drink in my hand. 'Cause right now, I'm not drunk enough, but I'm tipsy. Alcohol goggles are to blame. This fuzzy brain forgot her name. I should ask her, but I won't. Yeah, we all know why, right? Come on, sing along. I'm not drunk enough, but I'm tipsy. Dim these lights and hold her up a few more rounds. I'm not drunk enough, but I'm tipsy. Let these hours pass by with a stiff drink in my hand. I'm not drunk enough, but I'm tipsy. Dim these lights and hold her up a few more rounds. 'Cause I'm not drunk enough, but I'm tipsy. Let these hours pass by with a stiff drink in my hand. 'Cause right now, I'm not drunk enough, but I'm tipsy. 'Cause right now, I'm not drunk enough, but I'm tipsy.
Song number 2.
I woke up face down on the couch with last night on my breath. Slipped on my old army greens, finished off a half-burnt cigarette. I live to fight another day, so let today's battle begin. Between the bottle and the life I should be living in. So it's off to fight again. I've been shot down, left for dead. Different smoke-filled battlefield, another war I wanna win. Load up another round. bar stool is my foxhole. I've been pinned down here all night. Came home a wounded warrior, addicted to this fight. Despite my best intentions, don't have the strength to dodge a draft. I know I'll be killed in action if I don't settle up this tab. Those 80 proof snipers have captured me again. I've been a prisoner of this war since I can't remember when. So it's off to fight again. I've been shot down, left for dead. Different smoke-filled battlefield, another war I wanna win. Load up another round, set my sights on killing old Jack Daniels and 2 packs of Marlboro Lights. Now this bar stool is my foxhole. I've been pinned down here all night. Came home a wounded warrior, addicted to this fight. I've been shot down, left for dead. Different smoke-filled battlefield, another war I wanna win. Load up another round, set my sights on killing old Jack Daniels and 2 packs of Marlboro Lights. This bar stool is my foxhole. I'll be pinned down here all night. Came home a wounded warrior, addicted to this fight. I came home a wounded warrior, addicted to this fight.
His name is Chuck Thomas. That is called Wounded Warrior. And before that, a great tune called Tipsy. We'll have one more from Chuck here in a moment to complete his triple play on this Triple Play Thursday. But first, I want to tell you, right after Chuck Thomas, we will be live with a great radio interview from Randy C. Moore. He is from Lufkin, Texas, and you're going to love his music and the stories behind the songs. It is all coming up in just a moment. Let's get to Chuck Thomas and one more to complete his triple play. It is called Cigarettes and Whiskey on today's country from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on a Triple Play Thursday.
Sitting all alone at a musty smoke-filled bar, guess I didn't get far. Working on this broken heart, it's doing all it can to kill me. Told myself, sit back, hard times, they won't last. But either will this half-full glass of memories. Bartender set me up another round, fill me up until I drown. Until then I'll keep doing what I know. Keep raising these rocks up to my lips. If I do it enough I might forget all the reasons why she left me. There's no more us, no more her, just me. Cigarettes and whiskey. Cigarettes and whiskey. Removed her number from my phone just to put it back in when I get home. Tonight I don't want to be alone. Thought of waking by her side, planning her day, planning our lives. Now the only my plan is one day at a time. Bartender, another round, fill me up until I drown. Until then I'll keep doing what I know. I keep raising these rocks up to my lips. If I do it enough I might forget all the reasons why she left me. 'Cause there's no more us, no more her, just me. Cigarettes and whiskey. Not sure what will kill me first. Cigarettes and whiskey, or losing her. Bartender, set me up another round. Fill me up until I drown. Until then I'll keep doing what I know. Raising these rocks up to my lips. If I do it enough I might forget all the reasons why she left me. There's no more us, no more her, just me. No more her, no more us, just me. Cigarettes and whiskey. Cigarettes and whiskey. Cigarettes and whiskey. Yeah. Cigarettes and whiskey.
That is Chuck Thomas. It is called Cigarettes and Whiskey, completing a great triple play on Triple Play Thursday. He is from Nashville, Tennessee, and love his sound. He is good stuff. And, we play New Country's Best. In fact, that's where you can follow us on Twitter if you're into that, at New Country's Best, and my personal account at Tim Kelly on Air. Well, we're getting ready to put on the air one Mr. Randy C. Moore from Lufkin, Texas. How are you tonight, sir?
I'm great. How are you, man?
Doing fantastic. Thanks for doing this interview, and it is our second one, and glad to be talking to you tonight, like talking to an old friend again.
Well, that's what we do when we're in the music. We're just all a bunch of old friends.
That's right.
We're holding hands and hoping somebody has a bank account to deposit some money to eventually.
That's right. And we appreciate you taking the time to be with us tonight, though, and absolutely, you got a lot of good stuff going on. I was looking at your bio a little bit earlier, and you have been doing this for quite a while too. You're not a newcomer, even though you might be an independent artist, to the music industry by any means.
No, I've been around. I've been doing this a long time, and been through a lot of changes, and I've seen a lot of changes, and really, it wasn't until about 2014 or 15 that I just kind of settled down and I said, to heck with it. I'm just going to do what I'm going to do. And I sort of went away from everything as far as like dealing with the music industry and doing that. And I just decided just to sit down and do my own thing. And when you make records and you write songs and things, there's so many things that are swirling around you that you're basically feel like that you are some sort of obligated to fulfill or do. People are folks who have supposedly experts. Well, you need to do this, you need to do that. I finally got tired of doing the you need to do's and just did my own thing, and it's worked out a lot better. So.
Well, absolutely, and your music is phenomenal, and it's your music. It's not somebody else's. It's yours, and you own it, and you have experienced, since 15 years of age, you've been making your own records. So, like I said, you're not a newcomer by any stretch of the imagination, and you did this with the help of a Houston radio personality named Arch Yancey from KUNZ. Tell us about that a little bit.
Well, Arch Yancey is originally from Memphis, Tennessee, and he and my dad went to high school together. And Arch played football, but he wasn't a very good football player. My dad was an all Tennessee, all Memphis guard and linebacker in high school. And so one day, Arch they were practicing, and Arch he was playing offense, and he was a pulling guard on a play, and he ended up sort of knocking my dad down. He said it was the proudest moment of his life. Of course, Arch ended up on the ground the rest of the day because my dad made sure that he was going to pay for it. So, but that was one of Arch's greatest football moments of his life. So he never forgot it. So he always thought my dad was this great guy. And so we were doing some music things around Houston, and my dad told my mom, he said, I think I went to school with this guy on the radio. And she says, "Are you serious?" He goes, "I think so." And it's kind of funny because Arch remembers my dad real well. My dad, he kind of recalled him. So he called him up, and sure enough, they hit it off, and he asked him what he needed. And he said, "Well, my son's getting into music, and we don't know a thing about it." He said, well, bring him over. Let me hear him. So we went over to the radio station. I played some songs for him. He's like, "Well, I like what you're doing." He basically said, "Would you like to come out to Gilley's and sit in with me every Thursday night and be on my set?" So I started sitting in with him, and then he started introducing me to people in the record business and in the music industry in Houston. And kind of one thing led to another. We ended up making a couple of records, and he ended up playing them and getting me some Texas airplay, and that was kind of my first experience with the record business. So after that, I thought, well, there's not a whole lot for me to do here in Houston. I'm 16 years old, so I think I need to go somewhere where they're making a lot more records. So I moved to Nashville after I graduated high school and did a bunch of stuff up there. And like I said, learned a lot about making records and writing songs. Played the Grand Ole Opry a couple times, the Midnight Jamboree, did lots of touring, traveled many places. So I've really had a lot of experiences, and it really all started with Arch basically saying, "Well, bring him over. Let me hear him. Let me hear what he sounds like."
And I say this all the time on the radio. It's changed a lot since, for instance, like you did when you were 15, or even further back when Loretta Lynn walks into a program director's radio station and hands him or her a copy of Coal Miner's Daughter and asks to play that over the air. It just doesn't work like that anymore. But now we have digital age that we live in, and you send me an MP3, and your promoter Jeannie Foley, who's great, does the same thing for you, and we put it on the radio, and then we set up an interview like we do today. So, and I'm still a firm believer, even though that's kind of changed, it's all about money and marketing now in radio, that good music needs to be played on the radio, and potentially hit songs like you make and a lot of the others that we play on here need to be heard. And when we push the play button with internet radio, it goes out to the whole world.
Yeah. Well, it has changed, but I did an award ceremony, produced an award ceremony for Harold Bradley, who was basically Owen Bradley's brother, and he was one of the A-team session players in Nashville on hundreds and hundreds of record sessions. And we put together an award for him. It was the award ceremony was something that raised money for a scholarship fund there in Nashville, and I was the one who was doing all the production stuff, and I put together all the slideshow presentations and everything. And I noticed after putting all the slideshow presentations together, there were a lot of pictures of artists showing up at record stores, of artists, doing interviews and doing live radio things and all this kind of stuff. And I just looked at it and said, this business doesn't even exist anymore. It's moved on. This is really truly like looking into the past, because it's all the things that made the record business what it was are now obsolete.
Yeah.
In a weird sort of way, it's better because there's more music out there that people can access. But in another sort of way, it kind of lost its, it lost a lot of its sparkle and magic, because, it was kind of a magical time, for artists to be able to drive around the country with their single that they recorded and look and see where radio towers were. And that's where you would drive to. You would drive to where the radio tower was, and you'd go in, and it'd be a small looking place, and, a couple of rooms, control room, maybe a front office, and there might be two people there. There might not be anything but the DJ there, and you'd go in, and between records, they'd say, well, what do you need? You'd tell them what's going on. They go, well, okay. And they'd sit back, and they might put on a program that's going to last, 5 or 10 minutes, and they'd listen to your record or something, or they might not listen at all. They might just, say, well, thanks for stopping by, and you'd be driving away, and by God, they'd slap the thing on while you're driving down the road. So
yeah.
Those things just don't happen anymore, and it's a different thing. And,
yes.
and of course, with anything in the entertainment industry, the key to surviving is adapting and changing with the formats, and making sure that what you do isn't changing internally. So I've tried to kind of walk that minefield as easily as I can. So yeah, it's a different thing. So,
it is.
anyway.
Something popped up on my timeline the other day of a gentleman wearing a T-shirt that said Nashville hasn't stopped making country music; it's just gotten cityfied.
Well, I'm not. And I hear. Listen, every day that I played in Nashville, more than once, I heard people complaining about, it's not country, it's not country. Tim, these phrases have been floating around since 1941.
Yes.
Every time there's a new form of music that appears on country radio, people start to complain about it, who either have been on country radio, or they've listened to country radio, or they've bought country records. It's an ongoing thing, and to tell you the truth, it's probably the one part of country music that is consistent. People complain that something isn't country enough,
yep.
or it doesn't sound country enough. Personally, I don't care. Professionally, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change what I do, because I don't need to conform to what a record label is going to want, because everything that happens on the major labels is geared to what they feel like is going to make them money. They're not going out. Major labels are not going out and finding original talent and saying, "Okay, man, do your thing and we'll sell it."
Exactly.
that never comes out of their mouth. It's more along the lines of, well, you fit what we feel like that we can do something with, but we're going to do something with it, and you're going to listen to what we have to say. So, anyone who's out there right now, God bless them, because they're following a lot of rules, and they're having to do a lot of things. And of course, it works. The music keeps playing, everything keeps going on. But I don't have a dog in the hunt, so I don't go around complaining or saying, well, this doesn't sound like this, or this should be that. I don't really care. Every now and then on country radio, a true gem drops out of there, and it's just great to listen to. But everything else, if you go back and if you listened to 20 hours of country music, and you took 1 hour out of each year, for the past 20 years, for the past 40 years, for the past 50 years, if you listen to an hour of country radio from each one of those years, you would find that you feel the same way about it, and I would too. You feel the same way about that as you feel about what's going on right now. You would find one or two songs, you go, wow, man, that is something else. And then the rest of it, you go, well, okay, I guess they had to fill the time. This is an artist that was popular.
Uh-huh.
Okay, whatever. That's just the nature of the business.
It sure
that's
is.
just the way it is.
And
so
back in the day,
I don't blame anybody or put any. I don't fault anybody for doing what they're doing to make money.
Yep.
If people want to spend money on that, great, that I'm not controlling that. I just control my own thing. So,
Absolutely. And back in the day, country went multi-genre when it started going like Johnny Cash and Waylon Jennings and the Outlaws. So now there's this thing, you can even Google it or pick that genre of music as outlaw country. There's pop country. It's multi-genre now. So there's something for everybody within the world of country music, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. And really, one of the effects of that was the cause that happened back in the Garth. I guess it was the Garth Boone or the Garth War or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it happen in the 90s when Garth Brooks was like such a huge artist that he was basically his own entity beyond anyone's stretch of the imagination. Every label pretty much was bringing out artists who looked and sounded like him, and it wasn't just one or two. It was like they would have multiple acts signed that they were trying to basically they were basically trying to ride the coattails, so to speak,
yeah,
of the Garth train, and they spent a lot of money and a lot of time doing that. And what happened was they ended up the only label that was making money was Garth's label off of that particular thing, and nobody else was doing a whole lot of good. Mm-hmm. So they actually ran out of money, and once that happened, and once there was sort of a crash of, it wasn't the crash of Wall Street, it was the crash of Music Row. There was a lot of bloodletting that went on, and when that was over with, then all of a sudden country radio was like going, well, what do we got left? Well, then all of a sudden things started to creep into country radio that weren't necessarily getting played, the year before that. You had things like Lonesome Standard Time. You had people recording songs you had people recording really cool versions of songs that were from bluegrass groups. There was a lot of different new sounds that started to come out. So with everything that bad that happens, there's always a good effect. And so right now we're sort of benefiting from being able to have a variety, because at the same time that all of that was happening, the internet was really starting to find its real, footing and find its real audience, because quite frankly, country radio had alienated itself from a lot of folks. So the internet radio thing really caught on because mainstream radio did a lot of conglomerating, mm-hmm, and they alienated a lot of their base and all that kind of stuff, and they did it just all for the almighty let's get the quick dollar kind of a thing, which is really what unfortunately what most entertainment properties are centered around, because a lot of them are run by bigger companies. Time Warner and Sony and all these places and everything. Mm-hmm. There's bigger companies that own them. So there's a trickle down effect that has crept into the music industry in the last 15, 20 years. And so that's really why internet radio has kind of really found its footing, because people have found freedom in it. They go, oh, hey, I can go find my favorite formatted type music. I can find somebody playing my favorite artist, and
right,
and all I got to do is just click on it,
Yeah.
So, and once again, there is a benefit from something, bad or something that happened that did not, turn out well.
Yeah.
So, and internet radio really is going to only get stronger. And I'll tell you why. I know that people have all this Sirius and XM stuff on their cars, and those are really great ideas, but they don't sound very good. Mm-hmm. Have you ever listened to that?
Yes, I have. In fact, a couple of weeks ago, I'm driving our vehicle at work. It's a brand new 2020. They still have the Sirius XM package that it came with. Yeah. And I'm listening to a show on the highway, Buzz Brainerd, and he's mentioning a girl I'm going to be interviewing next week, actually, and now I know how to pronounce her name because I heard him do it, so I didn't have to mess that up. But yeah, I've heard it, and I've turned down artists on this radio station that are getting played on Sirius XM because I didn't believe their music, or I didn't think their music was as good as what I'm already playing.
Well, I'm not really talking about the format. I'm talking about the actual. I'm talking about the sonic quality of it.
Yes.
If you listen to it, it's out of phase a lot of times because it is coming off of a satellite.
Mm-hmm.
100 miles, up in the air somewhere. So it's to me that's still a problem, and that's why if internet radio keeps going and bandwidth keeps working the way that it's working, then satellite's they're gonna have a serious contender, in the not too distant future.
Boy, that's exactly where I want to be.
I don't know. I mean, as a musician and as a producer, when I listen to it, I go, this sounds like it was recorded out of phase, and I know it's not. It's the way it's coming in, off of the beam or whatever. So
it's like walking into Walmart and becoming a Straight Talk customer, bouncing off of the bottom of the satellite when you don't want to get AT&T and you get the whole satellite. You're a dedicated customer.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how it works, and you're absolutely right about that. But I'll tell you what, we love internet radio. I've been doing it. I'm in my 9th year now of doing it. But you also have an internet radio show called Neon Moon Legacy, or Neon Music Country Legacy, rather. Tell us about that, and when you started it, and kind of how it came about.
Well, I had some records that I had done in the 90s in Nashville. And, I, once again, without a major label, without any help, I really had no public, outlet for it. Jenny Foley has always kind of been into the internet and all that kind of stuff. And she kind of turned me and a bunch of other people on to the internet radio thing. She discovered this guy named Bert Gagnon who was doing a thing called Songwriters Network. Mm-hmm. And so Bert, she figured out a way to send him music, and he started getting into that. So she sent him my record, and he started playing that. And so Bert became not only an advocate, but also sort of a music fan of what I was doing, and always followed me and liked my songs and everything, and would play whatever I had whenever I had it available and stuff. And so, it was very encouraging to have someone who was airing it, and the format was really, really good and really cool. It was a good way to have it out there and tell people, well, I'm getting played here and getting played there. It's kind of nice because, when you have a record, anybody can pay to make a record anywhere, but to get it played, even if it's not on a major radio station, to get it played, it's got to be good. If it's no good, then it's not going to get played. I'm sorry.
Yep.
It's got to be something that whoever is the programmer can actually listen to and go, hey, I think that's good. So he did a lot of work and helped a lot, and his empire, so to speak, grew as internet radio grew. But he got ill in the last. I'm trying to think when it was now. It was probably, I'm thinking it was might be 4 years ago. He got very ill, and he told Jenny, in confidence, he said, the only regret I have, because he knew he had a terminal cancer that was getting after him. He said, the only regret I have is, he said, my playlist is going to die, and nobody's, all this work that I've done is going to just disappear. And she said, maybe not. She said, let me talk to Randy and just tell him what you had to say. And I told her, I said, there's nothing wrong with us creating like a syndicated hour-long show that basically features his playlist and is inspired by what he did. So really the whole Neon Music Country Legacy thing is inspired by his show, which was called Neon Music. Uh-huh. and Neon Music, pretty much it was a longer running and it used up more airtime than what we use up. But essentially, it was his show catered to original artists, independent artists, songwriters who had written hit songs, their versions of the songs, and the stories behind those songwriters and the stories behind those artists. Mm-hmm. So we patterned Neon Music Country Legacy after that. So we feature an artist / songwriter on each episode of our show, and then we surround it with songwriters or music that is sort of related to it, and we always try to sneak in a few independents as much as we can, and just kind of gussy it up and make it interesting for the listener to try to give them a little something about someone they might know, and even give them a little bit of something about someone they don't know at all. And,
yeah.
So we try to make it entertaining and not. It's not like listening to NPL. And I mean NPR. It's a radio show,
and it's
with a lot
great.
Of music.
I used to play it before this became basically a one-man show. I'm basically, doing this 2 days a week, and I'm not really even, I consider this a radio station, but it's more of a radio show, and I'm syndicated on, I think, 13 other stations, and I'm looking at your list, and you're syndicated on a bunch of them, so that's good stuff. We used to play your show, too, when I had other DJs and everything, but it's kind of like I say, it's more of a one-man show here now. Today's Country with Tim Kelly's the show I'm trying to promote and get syndicated and even nationally and worldwide and all that myself. So, but yeah, kudos to you, man. You got a good show, and I enjoy listening to it. And you've been doing it long enough, like me, probably, where you don't have to really go searching for a lot of interviews and artists to talk to on the radio. They probably, a lot of them, like you, come to you like they do me, and you're probably booked out a month or two in advance like I am.
Well, our main thing is obviously finding someone that we can feature that we know is accessible
mm-hmm.
and interesting, and like a Dallas Frazier or
yeah.
Roger Cook or someone of that nature, who people all over the world know these guys' songs, but they couldn't tell you who they are.
Yeah.
To save their soul for a cheeseburger. So we try to do it like that, because anybody who's a major recording artist or has been a major recording artist, well, let's face it, Tim, they've been interviewed. People know as much about those people as they're going to know.
Right.
So we try to find those kind of unpolished gems or undiscovered things that we can get out there. So that's part of how we do that. So it's and it's not so much that we're selective. It's just that we kind of go through the cycle of who do we like? What are we thinking here? And then we start the process of doing the interview and everything. And really, the interview is more just what we really do is we get them just to talk about the songs, and a lot of times while they're talking about the songs, they're telling us about their life and how something happened at a certain point. So.
Yep.
So it's in a weird sort of way. What's great about songwriters is there's the ones who've written a lot of songs. They can't not tell you about their songs without telling you pretty much what their biography is as well.
Yep.
Because they both go hand in hand. So
and
it's kind of neat.
That's usually how I get it. It comes in an email, and it's usually a biography in that email, a story behind that song, and they may send you 2 or 3. And when that happens and they're all good and the production's great, I'm asking them for an interview, and then it's just a matter of booking the date. If it's like a Randy Moore, whose schedule is very busy, and, Jenny booked this one for the 24th because of your schedule, we appreciate the time tonight, but we're lucky to have you, man. You know your stuff in the industry, even though, like I say, you might be an independent artist, but you're not new to this by any stretch of the imagination, and we've learned a lot tonight. I sure have, by talking to you.
Well, it's I don't know.
I do.
I just know what I know.
Yes, you do. You know how to sing too. Let's expose the folks to some of that. You got a great song here called "I Sold a Lot of Beer." You got a brand new album. It's called Lufkin, from the city that you live in. You're from Lufkin, Texas. And tell us about this song. Have you sold a lot of beer back in the day, or like me drank?
Yes.
Like me drank.
Yes.
It? Okay.
No. The idea of this is what I've always told people when they're playing music live, and especially in Nashville, where you have a lot of venues where people play a lot of music in a lot of places. Quite a few of them are always under the impression that they're I don't know, they're people are in there to see them and see their show and all this kind of stuff. And I just tell them and the people that own the place and everything else, I said, look, if you don't sell beer in here, then they're not going to ask you to come back. So you're really here to sell beer. It's all well and good, to have everything going and have your name out there and all this kind of stuff. But make no mistake about it. If them cash registers aren't ringing and those beer taps aren't popping, they're not going to ask you back. So henceforth, the statement that I sold a lot of beer in Nashville and I'm selling a lot of beer in Texas now. So I sold a lot of beer has a whole lot to do with playing music for a living.
It's hand in hand, isn't it? I came to see Randy Moore and the Budweiser Girls.
Pretty much.
Well, let's hear it. Let's play I Sold a Lot of Beer right now on KICR Indie Country Radio, and we'll come back with Randy Moore in just a little bit, talk a little bit more.
It hasn't been a joyride, but then again, it ain't been bad at all. My dream of superstardom got to midair and then went into a stall. Rubbing elbows with the famous never quite rubbed off on me. I got a lot of mileage from the things I got to see. No, not much of a joyride, but that's alright by me. Now the rhinestones and the record deals that led me here have faded all away. It took a while to realize that nothing here can never stay the same. All those legends driving Cadillacs from down on Music Road are now sleeping out in Woodlawn or the Mother Maybelle home. Makes me wonder why it took so long to finally let it go. I sold a lot of beer in Nashville and never saved a dime. I'll sell a lot of beer in Texas and I'll have a better time. If the foolish and the fortunate can be the best of friends, I'll be drinking with my buddies in the end. Well, I met her down on Lower Broad and pretty soon she was my only girl. I convinced her in 2 minutes she was living in a wonderful world. Showed her the finest garages and parking lots in town. It's a miracle of sympathy that kept her hanging round. So I married her on Wednesday in my tiny Texas town. I sold a lot of beer in Nashville and never saved a dime. I'll sell a lot of beer in Texas and I'll have a better time. If the foolish and the fortunate can be the best of friends, I'll be drinking with my buddies in the end. I did all I could do there, so I won't be looking back when I am gone. All those wasted days and Broadway nights are just the inspiration for this song. I sold a lot of beer in Nashville and never saved a dime. I'll sell a lot of beer in Texas and I'll have a better time. If the foolish and the fortunate can be the best of friends, I'll be laughing till I'm crying, shooting fooling, cheating cards, singing songs until the rednecks are all passed out on the bar. It'll be just as it was when I started way back then, drinking with my buddies in the end.
That is Randy Moore. It is called I Sold a Lot of Beer, and you just got to hear the story behind that song as well. And we love beer and country music around here as well, and great food too. And, you know, you're in Texas, and they got some of the best. It's even got its own name, Texas Barbecue. I love that down there.
Oh, yeah. You know, I mean, we're Texas is set up to secede, so
yep.
From the Union. So we make sure that everything has a Texas label already on it, just in case.
I love it. Yeah, there you go. And, you know, down in Texas, that's the biggest state. That Texas and Canada, the two biggest places that I get music from on this radio station and love to play. And tomorrow night, Canadian artist Gord Banford is going to be with me for a second radio interview ever. We talked a couple of years ago, and I look forward to talking to him too. 3-time male vocalist of the year for the Canadian Country Music Association. So country music is universal, but it's doing quite well still in the state of Texas. And you have played at the world famous Gilley's. Mickey Gilley is here in Branson, Missouri, where I'm from, and doing the show from tonight. And he still has a theater on the 76th Strip in Branson, although his health doesn't allow him to perform like he used to. I love some Mickey Gilley, and I had to play him 3 times this afternoon on my classic country show before we came on tonight.
Yeah, Mickey's he's a great one, and I mean, God bless him. He's still doing it because his fans love him, and he does it for the right reasons. He does it because he loves to make people feel good, and he loves his fans. So God bless him, you know.
Absolutely. You know, and there's nothing wrong with if you got your songs on a movie that makes it as a hit movie like he did with Urban Cowboy, then that don't hurt you at all either, does it?
They got lucky with that one.
Yes, so, they did.
You know, I mean, seriously, everything came together to create the perfect storm for that deal. So I'm glad it happened for him because, you know, I played that club many a times, and it's just a great big metal. It was. It's not anymore. It was just a great big metal building down in Pasadena, Texas, with a whole lot of trouble between the walls and a lot of fun as well. So it was just fortuitous that somebody wrote a story that basically was a magazine article that caught the eye of a movie producer, and they thought, you know, we could turn this into a movie. You know?
And absolutely, and it worked for sure. We have had a fun time tonight. Thank you for doing the radio interview. Thank Jenny for me, and I've probably done that too. I'm sure she's listening. So thank you, Jenny, for booking the radio interview again with Randy Moore. Before we let you go, and I'm going to play another one of your songs, actually 2 of them here coming up in just a moment, but tell us where folks can find you on social media, Randy.
Well, the best place to go is www.randyinitialcmore.com. That's randycmore.com. I've got Facebook pages, Randy C. Moore Music, Friends of Randy C. Moore. I'm on Instagram and Twitter and all that stuff. And just how many front doors do you have to the same house? I don't even know. My music's available on iTunes, Amazon Music, and Apple Music as well. So Randy initial C Moore, and that should put you in the right place if you're looking to find what I'm doing. If you go to the website, it'll basically help you find where I'm playing and my schedule and all the other things that are related to what I do. So
absolutely. Well, you're one of the best out there, man. Keep doing your thing, and you will make it big in Texas, and that's the title of the second song that I'm going to play here in just a moment. Randy C. Moore with us on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best, on a Triple Play Thursday. You have a great night. Thank you.
Thanks, Tim.
Mama called last Monday, so I packed my Sunday best. Drove back to my hometown to lay some things to rest. As I pulled into the gravel drive, 1,000 memories came alive. But somehow our old house had changed, like the oak tree in our front yard where Daddy used to work on cars, and the front porch where Mama liked to swing. Things ain't as big in Texas as they used to be when I left them. Looking back, I can see they were larger than life now to me. The shadows they cast were so tall, I thought they'd never, ever fall. Now I've come back to see that things ain't as big in Texas as they used to be. Daddy was a working man, and work was all that he believed. So we didn't see eye to eye when I left home to chase my dreams. We built a wall of foolish pride to prove who had the righter side. Some years we never even spoke, but today the wall came tumbling down as we laid Daddy in the ground. It's taken time and tears for me to know things ain't as big in Texas as they used to be when I left them. Looking back, I can see they were larger than life now to me. The shadows they cast were so tall, I thought they'd never, ever fall. Now I've come back to see that things ain't as big in Texas as they used to be. Things ain't as big in Texas as they used to be.
This hour of Today's Country with Tim Kelly is sponsored by OutHouseTickets.com, helping save the small venues. Small event venues have been entirely shut down due to COVID-19. Countless people have lost 100% of their income overnight. It's not only the performers and producers that are affected, thousands of jobs rely on the small venues to survive. Why not donate a few dollars today to help save the small venues and keep live music alive? Visit OutHouseTickets.com to donate today and save the small venues.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now. On Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
I gave up on the football team, getting knocked on my ass wasn't my thing. Coach Jones cussing my name and tooting that whistle. I had a lot more time after school, chasing girls at the swimming pool. If Daddy was home from work, he'd take me fishing. We'd hook up the boat to the old Blue Jimmy, fill the cooler with beer and beanies, hit that 2-lane up around Black Cat Ridge, follow that sun through the Texas pines to Big John's in the evening time. just across that Trinity River Bridge. And we'd listen to the songs from the radio station on Highway 59. Past the Wolf Steakhouse and a Whataburger stand, sitting on the left-hand side. We'd fish till dark and pull in the lines, get home around supper time, while Waylon and Willie sang one more time. From that radio station on Highway 59. I took Lynn to see Billy Jack in the 69 Pontiac, Saturday night at the Starlight Drive-In show. I never saw how the movie went, I couldn't keep my hands to myself. She gave me a dirty look and said, take me home. So we'd listen to the songs from the radio station on Highway 59. She didn't look too happy on the ride back home, but she must have had a change of mind. She scooted over close by my side. We made out by the driveway light while Johnny Rodriguez sang Pass Me By. From that radio station on Highway 59. House south of Sugar Land, Phi Delta Theta and my brother Stan, Colorado Kool-Aid and college girls gone swimming. I got so drunk I laid down in the yard. I woke up to spinning stars. All the way back home my head was out the window, but I can hear them songs from the radio station on Highway 59. With my head held over the shoulder of the road on the East Texas Freeway Drive, I was guzzling and counting those exit signs, wondering every mile am I gonna die, while Freddie Bender sang wasted days and wasted nights. From that radio station on Highway 59. Wish I had a time machine, I'd drive back there in my dreams, down that 2-lane road that takes me home, and listen to the songs from the radio station on Highway 59. Past the Wolf Steakhouse and the Whataburger stand, sitting on the left-hand side. We'd fish till dark and pull in the lines, get home around supper time, while Waylon and Willie sang one more time. From that radio station on Highway 59. I miss some old times on Highway 59.
His name is Randy Moore, randycmoore.com if you want to find his website one more time, and that is a great tune, my favorite of his, called Highway 59. Welcome to the second hour of Today's Country with yours truly, Tim Kelly, hosting the show. We are KICR Indie Country Radio, playing the best in indie country music by indie artists, and we love us some Randy Moore. Thank you very much, sir, for doing a great radio interview tonight and teaching us about the crazy world of country music. But really what it all boils down to, ladies and gentlemen, is if you can sing and you've got that talent, Randy Moore sure has it. He is God blessed with it, that is for sure. And thank him and God bless him for doing a great radio interview tonight. We appreciate it. Let's get it going in hour number 2 with a great ballad from one Mr. Reggie Shaw from Nashville, Tennessee. This is called She Don't Love Me Anymore on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on Triple Play Thursday.
Well, I tried to make her love me, but it just pushed her away. Oh, she said she needed time to think. So I've been counting the days, hoping she'd come back around, find again what we'd lost. Yeah, the price of losing's high, and I'm paying the cost. 'Cause she don't love me anymore. I can hear it in her voice. Time makes it louder, it seems, in the silence between her and me. Oh, and I wish I could move on and find a way to close that door. 'Cause she don't love me anymore. Yeah, I can see it so clear now. The day we said goodbye, that distant look in her eyes, that desperate hope in mine. Oh, and as I drove away with the pieces of our lives, I wonder what I could have done to make her change her mind. She don't love me anymore. I can hear it in her voice. Time makes it louder, it seems, in the silence between her and me. Oh, and I wish I could move on and find a way to close that door. She don't love me anymore. Time is a healer, that's what they say. It's gonna get easier each and every day, but I'm still waiting on that. 'Cause I know she ain't coming back. She don't love me anymore. I can hear it in her voice. Time makes it louder, it seems, in the silence between her and me. Oh, and I wish I could move on and find a way to close that door. She don't love me anymore.
Song number 2.
If these walls could talk, I know what they'd say. Man, you must be crazy for letting her leave that way. You should pick up the phone, beg her to turn back. Can't you see that she's the best thing that you've ever had? Don't be a fool, throw out your pride. Tell her that you love her for the rest of your life, and that you didn't mean for things to go this far. Tell her that you need her and how lucky you are, 'cause a love like that you don't find every day. If these walls could talk, well, that's what they'd say. You should take a look around at the memories you've made. Now, was it all for nothing? Was it all done in vain? Oh, you can turn out the lights, you can try to hide the pictures. Oh, but tomorrow's gonna come, and believe me, man, you're gonna miss her. Don't be a fool, throw out your pride. Tell her that you love her for the rest of your life, and that you didn't mean for things to go this far. Tell her that you need her and how lucky you are, 'cause a love like that you don't find every day. If these walls could talk, yeah, that's what they say. Tell her that you love her for the rest of your life, that you didn't mean for things to go this far. Tell her that you need her and how lucky you are, 'cause a love like that you don't find every day. If these walls could talk, well, that's what they say.
His name is Reggie Shaw. That is called If These Walls Could Talk. And before that, yeah, that's another good song that I played before that. I'll think of it here in a minute. But Someone I Can't Live Without. That's the third one. Let's do that right now. Get me out of here on a triple play Thursday edition of Today's Country with Tim Kelly, KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
I think I just woke up at another strange address. Yeah, I'm getting that old feeling I'm just a temporary guest. Yeah, we're keeping it together, but we're working way too hard. All we're sharing is a bedroom, a couple of worlds apart. And I can't tell you that I love you, 'cause we both deserve the truth. Yeah, my last mistake means nothing if my next mistake is you. And it ain't fair for me to use you just to wrap my arms around. Well, I don't want someone I can live with, I just want someone that I can't live without. Well, I don't know where I'm going, 'cause they don't make that map. just know there's only one way out and ain't no way back. Yeah, no one sees it coming, 'cause lonely just don't see. And I'm not gonna make a promise that I know I can't keep. And I can't tell you that I love you, 'cause we both deserve the truth. Yeah, my last mistake means nothing if my next mistake is you. And it ain't fair for me to use you just to wrap my arms around. I don't want someone I can live with, I just want someone that I can't live without. And I know, well, I might end up alone, but oh, that's a chance you take when you're letting go. Someone I can live with, I just want someone that I can't live without. I just want someone that I can't live without. That I can't live without. Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do.
Today's country. More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
You don't have to tell me I'm pretty, 'cause I get it when you kiss me, it hits me. You don't have to tell me I'm funny, 'cause I hear it when you're laughing, honey. And if you never said that you think I'm smart, well, I probably wouldn't take it that hard. But when you tell me you love me, just once ain't enough for me. Say it again, 'cause I like it when the words fall out, they sound so sweet to me. Say it again, 'cause it never gets old, I just flow so easily. Yeah, I never worry about if you love me, but I'll ask because I can. And you don't have to, but would you say it again? It's crazy just the way it gets me. Yeah, yeah, you know it and you own it and sexy. It doesn't matter how you do it. If you whisper, if you yell it, if you say it, would you say it again? 'Cause I like it when the words fall out, they sound so sweet to me. Say it again, 'cause it never gets old, I just flow so easily. Yeah, I never worry about if you love me, but I'll ask because I can. And you don't have to, but would you say it again? You don't have to tell me twice, but baby, a few more times would be alright. Would you say it again? Would you say it again? 'Cause I like it when the words fall out, they sound so sweet to me. Say it again, 'cause it never gets old, I just flow so easily. Yeah, I never worry about if you love me, but I'll ask because I can. And you don't have to, but would you say it again? Yeah, would you say it again? by myself. Don't wanna work this thing out. Yeah, I need a fix for my lonely, and you know how to hold me. Despite all the hurt, don't say a word, 'cause I didn't come here to talk. I didn't come here to talk. I didn't come here to talk.
Her name is Kelsey Lamb. That is called Come Here to Talk. And before that, Say It Again. Come Here to Talk. No, I'm just kidding. That two great songs right there from one great artist by the name of Kelsey Lamb. The third one in the triple play is called Girl at the Bar from Kelsey Lamb on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio on Triple Play Thursday.
I was 3 drinks deep when you walked in with another girl holding your hand. We locked eyes and your surprise, it looked like I was doing fine. But on the inside I was fighting tears, trying to hide it, faking a smile when I was really feeling like I could fall apart in that crowded room. Pour my heart out to some random dude who's buying rounds and thinking about taking me home. Yeah, it's easy for some, but for me it's just too hard to be that girl at the bar. When you put your hand on the small of her back, pulled her close and made her laugh. I just acted like you and I never had a moment like that. So I picked a call 'cause I couldn't watch you no more. Fought through the crowd out the door right before I was gonna fall apart in that crowded room. Pour my heart out to some random dude who's buying rounds and thinking about taking me home. Yeah, it's easy for some, but for me it's just too hard to be that girl at the On the inside I was fighting tears, trying to hide it, faking a smile when I was really feeling like I could fall apart in that crowded room. Pour my heart out to some random dude who's buying rounds and thinking about taking me home. Yeah, it's easy for some, but for me it's just too hard to be that girl at the bar. To be that girl at the bar.
Party till we drop.
It's always a party.
Just partying it up.
Your country party is here all summer.
It's summertime.
Goes by like a Polaroid flash. Snapshot memories, I wanna make some last.
Turning up the summer country right now.
Packed all my troubles away. Lying here where I think I'll stay. Everything sticks to the plan for another day. In Summerland.
Your summertime station is Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
can't outrun the rain. I've got to weather it. Can't hide, can't duck under every punch. I've got to roll with it. I could bitch and moan or get up and go on, taking it as it comes, learning as I go. Can't hold on to something that's out of my control. Gonna let the day roll into another one. I'm taking it as it comes. I've spent a lot of time trying to rewind life or fast forward it. Wishing I could hit pause and take in a little more of it. It's all said and done, I can't do either one, so I'm taking it as it comes, learning as I go. Can't hold on to something that's out of my control. Gonna let the day roll into another one. I'm taking it as it comes. I'm taking it as it comes, learning as I go. I'm taking it as it comes, learning as I go. Can't hold on to something that's out of my control. Taking it as it comes, learning as I go. Can't hold on to something that's out of my control. Gonna let the day roll into another one. I'm taking it as it comes. I'm taking it as it comes.
Song number 2.
Hey, cowgirl, with your hat down low, ribbons on, pretty hair blowing in the wind. Oh, where you been and where are you going? Well, I bet you got your radio on and you've lived every word of that George Strait song that's playing. You know the one, Amarillo by morning. You'll always be the queen in that rodeo crowd, what every cowboy leaves dreaming about. They love the way you shine, give anything to hold you tight, but they know they'll never get that chance tonight. Hey, cowgirl. Hey, cowgirl. Is there someone alone still waiting for that call on the phone that ain't coming? 'Cause you're still running. You'll always be the queen in that rodeo crowd, what every cowboy leaves dreaming about. They love the way you shine, give anything to hold you tight, but they know they'll never get that chance tonight. Hey, cowgirl. Hey, cowgirl, I bet you got a long drive. Well, good luck and goodbye.
There we go. Gotta love those technical difficulties. The battery in the mouse died. We got it going now, though, and we got it going on with the best in new country. How about one more from Randall King? This is called Hey Cowgirl on today's country from KICR Indie Country Radio. New country's best on Triple Play Thursday.
Hey moon, it's me again, that guy that's always checking back in. How's she doing? I'm hoping better than I've been. Hey moon, there's someone you see that stands between her love and me, and I miss her. Damn, I miss her. Hey moon, I'm giving it all that I got. Hey moon, I'm down to my last shot, and I know that it's crazy talking to a rock in the sky. Oh, but I gotta try. Hey moon, is she looking up from her room and thinking of us as she been tucked in, wondering where I've been, dreaming about seeing me again? Hey moon, I'm giving it all that I got. Hey moon, I'm down to my last shot, and I know that it's crazy talking to a rock in the sky, but I gotta try. Hey moon, hey moon, if you see my little girl, would you shine your light on the world? Trust me, I know it's crazy talking to a rock in the sky. Oh, but I gotta try. Yeah, yeah.
New country sounds like this.
Hey moon, I'm giving
and this.
Gonna be the strong one, still standing when the hell comes.
And this.
Hey, pretty boy, you were pretty sure it was gonna work out for you.
You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Shouldn't look this old, but the last 10 years sure took their toll on the girl in the picture with the plastic crown. That sequin dress wouldn't fit her now like it did before the kids. Yeah, she loves her husband 'cause she said she would. Oh, it ain't so bad, but it ain't so good. She swore she wouldn't get stuck in this town. Now she's cutting coupons 2 doors down from her mom. And it goes on. Yeah, too bad life ain't a local parade in your uncle's Corvette on a Saturday with all the little girls waiting on you to wave when you're 17. You don't know that you won't always be homecoming queen. A newspaper clipping and a sash in the box are the only things that didn't get lost. She married a guy on a real estate sign, and it's hard to believe once upon a time she was royalty, the girl we all wanted to be. Yeah, too bad life ain't a local parade in your uncle's Corvette on a Saturday with all the little girls waiting on you to wave when you're 17. You don't know that you won't always be homecoming queen or the captain of the team. It ain't what it seems. It's just a teenage dream. Yeah, too bad life ain't a local parade in your uncle's Corvette on a Saturday with all the little girls waiting on you to wave when you're 17. You don't know that you won't always be homecoming queen. You won't always be homecoming queen.
Song number 2.
I used to wanna be a cowboy, a shadow in the sunset. That's why I started smoking cigarettes. I used to wanna be a cowboy. I used to wanna be Elvis, drive a pink Cadillac car. That's why I learned to play the guitar. I used to wanna be Elvis. There's a lot of things I used to wanna do till I met you. Now I wanna be honest. Now I wanna be better. Now I wanna be the me I should have been when we were together. I wanna be at least almost close to worth your love. I wanna be who you thought
is called Who You Thought I Was from Brandy Clark. And before that, a great song called Homecoming Queen. Well, my mouth says, Who You Thought I Was? I run the whole show. Yeah, truth be told, probably does. That's for sure. Let's move our mouse over this next one. The latest single from Brandy Clark. It is called Remember Me Beautiful on today's country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
I thought that a woman would live forever. I guess I grew up, but I swear she never grew old. Sometimes I put on a favorite sweater when I'm all alone and the world feels cold. She'd say, you should have known me when I was 20, when life was a long road ahead with no end. I was a fast car riding pretty, but I had a ball and I'd do it all again. Remember me beautiful, remember me young, remember me smiling with my face towards the sun. Remember me happy when you remember what was. Oh, but most of all, remember my love. Don't think I ever heard her talk about dying. She was just too busy living every day. When I want to call her up and I can't stop crying. If heaven had a phone, I'm sure she'd say, remember me beautiful, remember me young, remember me smiling with my face towards the sun. Remember me happy when you remember what was. Oh, but most of all, remember my love. Told her she could go if she was ready, and I promised her that we'd all be okay. She needed me, so I was strong and steady. I leaned in close and I hope she heard me say, remember me beautiful, remember me young, remember me smiling with my face towards the sun. Remember me happy when you remember what was. Oh, but most of all, remember my love.
Coming up, more new country music than you can shake a mouse at on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Well, I was
first word or watch the doctor bring them in. And there's a lot of time I missed out on I'll never get back again. Call it stepping up or stepping in, but step by step my world went spinning around that little heart and angel face. They're growing up and I'm growing old, making memories won't always hold, but I thank God for sending them my way. 'Cause it ain't my blood or DNA that made that precious child, but it don't take rocket science to figure out they're my life. One day they'll have their first kiss and their first dance and their I turned 16 card. And I'll be right there when they walk in, heard from their first broken heart. And I'm longing for those moments, along with all the ones I missed. I never knew this was how life would turn out, but I'm sure glad it did. Call it stepping up or stepping in, but step by step my world went spinning around that little heart and angel face. They're growing up and I'm growing old, making memories won't always hold, but I thank God for sending them my way. 'Cause it ain't my blood or DNA that made that precious child, but it don't take a rocket science to figure out that they're my life. One day they'll look back through all these years, and I pray that they'll find that even though they didn't come from me, they know that they're mine. Call it stepping up or stepping in, but step by step my world went spinning around that little heart and angel face. They're growing up and I'm growing old, making memories won't always hold, but I thank God for sending them my way. 'Cause it ain't my blood or DNA that made that precious child, but it don't take rocket science to figure out that they're my life.
Song number 2.
Sometimes life can kick you around, knock you down, make you think there's nowhere around to run to, and no one to help you. Sometimes every turn is wrong, the radio's playing them sad old songs. You never know what might happen next, whether it's for worse or for the best. But girl, there is one thing that I can count on. It's a laid-back Saturday night with you wrapped up in my arms, when you're dancing in my t-shirt, bare feet sliding across the floor as you waltz into my heart. Yeah, some things you can't rely on, like the weather and tomorrow, but there's two things in this life I still believe: God made angels he sent one to me. Sometimes it's hard to clear my mind, find the time, take a breath, start to unwind and realize I ain't got but one life. 'Cause even when the skies are gray and I've got too much on my plate, I will be okay because I know there's still one safe place that I can go. And when it feels like the worst is yet to come, I just look at you and you keep me strong. Girl, there is one thing I can count on. It's that laid back Saturday night with you wrapped up in my arms when you're dancing in my t-shirt, bare feet sliding across the floor as you walk into my heart. Yeah, some things you can't rely on, like the weather and tomorrow, but there's two things in this life I still believe. God made angels, and he sent one to me. Yeah, he sent one to me. God made angels, and he sent one down to me. And he sent one down to me.
His name is Brandon Davis. That is called God Made Angels, and before that, Step by Step. Well, Step by Step is what has got us to hour number 3. Welcome to Today's Country with yours truly, Tim Kelly, hosting the show. Hour number 3, getting ready to kick off with the more of the best in new country music by indie artists, and tonight it is Triple Play Thursday. That's why you've been hearing 3 songs in a row from every artist on the playlist. We're going to keep going in hour number 3 as well. The third song to complete the triple play for Brandon Davis is his latest single. It is called What Cowboys Are For on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Girl, you don't need another outlaw. Ain't looking for another Jesse James. Don't be fooled by my hat and boots. No, we ain't all the same. We don't all disappear into the sunset. Ain't all gunslanging, saloon door swinging drunks. We ain't all rough cut ramblers out here gambling with love. From the looks of it, I can tell your heart's breaking. Dancing and stress, and you need saving. Girl, that's what cowboys are for. They ain't built for running, no, we're riding to the storm. Be your strength when you feel weak. Come in and sweep you off your feet. So take my hand, but let's get back up on that horse, 'cause that's what cowboys are for. I'd walk 1,000 miles across the desert, climb 100 mountains just so I love your biggest ass on the Arizona sky and hold you tight. Girl, that's what cowboys are for. They ain't built for running, no, we're riding to the storm. Be your strength when you feel weak. Come in and that's what cowboys are for. Ain't built for running. We're right into the store. Your strength and you feel weak. Come and sweep you off your feet. So take my hand, let's get back up on that horse. That's what cowboys are for. That's what cowboys are for. That's what cowboys are for.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Hey y'all, it's May Estes, and you're listening to Tim Kelly on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Got a counter full of long stems that never seem to die. My favorite's the pale pink, but I'll settle for white. Lucky me, I'm drowning in Valentine's. At least once a week, you got a dozen in hand. Doing what you think makes you a good man. And I'll flash that fake smile once again. There's one for sneaking in too late at night. One for when sorry wouldn't make it right. A ribbon tied around your mistakes in a pretty vase. And we both know it, but we'll just call them roses. Roses. They'll be yellow when you're coming from the bar across town. That lipstick red we don't talk about. I'm waiting on a bouquet that comes without. One for every white lie that's left your lips. There's one for every broken promise I forgive. A ribbon tied around your mistakes in a pretty vase. And we both know it, but we'll just call them roses. Roses. I don't know why you and I can't start over when the flowers die. All I need is for you to see they don't mean nothing to me. When there's one for that ring burning on your hand, and one for every wilted second chance. A ribbon tied around your mistakes in a pretty vase. And we don't show it, so we just call them roses. Roses. Yeah, we'll just call them roses.
Song number 2.
An old red Folgers coffee can keeps your money safe. That country crock tub keeps last night's supper saved. Broken in hand-me-down Levi's fit a whole lot better the second time. There ain't much round here that goes to waste. A little weathered, a little worn. Don't mean it ain't as good as it was before. Don't toss it out. Someone around here will find use in it. Let the life left in it live a little more. Pass it off, pass it down. All good things come back around. A bit of good advice or the family Bible. It all gets recycled. Well, sister set her wedding date for next spring. And she'll be wearing the dress that Mama wore in '83. She ain't asking for nothing new. Her something blue is borrowed too. She's just hoping to get her hands on Mama's recipe. A little weathered, a little worn. Don't mean it ain't as good as it was before. Don't toss it out. Someone around here will find use in it. Let the life left in it live a little more. Pass it off, pass it down. All good things come back around. A bit of good advice or the family Bible. It all gets recycled. It's how I grew up, it's what you do. Old's worth more than something new. A little weathered, a little worn. Don't mean it ain't as good as it was before. Don't toss it out. Someone around here will find use in it. Let the life left in it live a little more. Pass it off, pass it down. All good things come back around. Old guitars and cowboy boots, clip-on earring heirlooms. A bit of good advice or the family Bible. It all gets recycled. It's gotta get recycled.
I've got a mouse that could get recycled as well. Battery gone in that thing. Well, I'll tell you what, we're glad we're on the air because the music is top notch. New country's best is what we call it around here. I had a great radio interview with that young lady a month or so ago. She is my good friend May Estes. That one called Recycled, and before that, a great tune called Roses, kicking off her triple play. Let's finish it with her latest single. It is called Hell You Raised from May Estes on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
Mama said you better watch your mouth if you ain't got nothing nice to say. Just bat your eyes and keep it quiet. Loose lips sink ships every day. Don't be coming home late from a night out drinking, sneaking up the back porch stairs. 'Cause here's a 44 laying on the bedside table, and it ain't missed anything yet. Mama tried, but some things just can't be saved. And I know mama's cried, watching her baby girl slip away. I'm the head heathen, for some reason your pretty little heart's been broke. And you know I don't mean to get into the trouble I've come to know. You can take the credit, you can take the blame, but mama, I'm the hell you raised.
Have you been injured in an accident or assaulted by some very loud music that comes out of your radio? If so, call the...
Skip ad. More nonstop country. Now.
You're listening to the 2016 Nashville Universe Awards Radio Network of the Year. Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
For a while, come on and dance with me in this honky-tonk bar. You and me together, well, we're gonna go far. Country girl, you rock my world. Well, the first time I saw you, I just couldn't close my mouth. Well, you look so fine that my mind just went down. Well, sitting with the girls just talking about the boys. Hey, look at me, sugar, and forget that noise. Country girl, I'm your man. Country girl, come on and give me a smile. Stay with me just for a while. Come on and dance with me in this honky-tonk bar. You and me together, where we're gonna go far. Country girl, you rock my world. Oh, let's rock it now. Well, the next time I saw you, my heart just skipped a beat. Yeah, I tried to walk, but I was tripping all over my feet. Well, your blue jean shorts really caught my eye. You're grinning like the devil when you walk by. Country girl, I'm your man. Country girl, come on and give me a smile. Stay with me just for a while. Come on and dance with me in this honky-tonk bar. You and me together, where we're gonna go far. Country girl, you rock my world. Hey. Country girl, come on and give me a smile. Stay with me just for a while. Just for a while, yeah. Come on and dance with me in this honky-tonk bar. You and me together, where we're gonna go far. Country girl, you rock my world. Hey, you rock my world. Country girl, you rock my world. Oh yeah, you do.
Song number 2.
Barefoot beauty going down the beach, looking back while she's running away. Sexy little thing with a bet you can't catch me look on her face. Sundress floating in the warm wind, long hair blowing in the breeze. I wonder if that lucky man knows he's chasing the girl of my dreams. Must be love, I just heard her holler, get you some of this. They're running in and out of the water, stopping for another kiss. Anybody can see she's got
him right where I wanna be. I don't know if he knows what he's got, but it sure looks good to me. Oh, I want me a woman like that, to settle down and never look back. Be my better half, body, soul, and mind. Oh, yes, I know and I believe there's a right someone for me. And I want, yes, I want me a woman like that. Sunsets hanging like a famous painting, blue blanket and a bottle of wine. Brown skin shining like a fresh hot butter, she's looking even better tonight. They've been all over each other like they're the last two people on earth. I've been sitting here wondering how I'm gonna find me one like her. Oh, I want me a woman like that, to settle down and never look back. Be my better half, body, soul, and mind. Oh, yes, I know and I believe there's a right someone for me. And I want, yes, I want me a woman like that. So if he ever thinks about giving her up, and I can't imagine why, I'll be waiting with my arms open wide. 'Cause I want me a woman like that, to settle down and never look back. Be my better half, body, soul, and mind. Oh, yes, I know and I believe there's a right someone for me. And I want, yes, I want me a woman like that. Yes, I know and I believe there's a right someone for me. And I want, yes, I want me a woman like that. Yeah, yeah. Yes, I want me a woman like that. Just like that. Yeah.
That is Jonathan Lynn. That is called A Woman Like That. You can check out the video to it on ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.com. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. We are radio, we are television, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The best indie country music videos on the planet can be seen at IndieCountryTelevision.com. One more from Jonathan Lynn. This is called You're All I Need on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
I'll never find someone like you, ever change my whole world the way that you do. Loving you, baby, so simple and free. Trust me, my darling, you're all I need. When I first saw you, my eyes behold, who is this beauty with a heart of gold? But I knew then, before it began, you were just a lover, you'd be my best friend. I'll never find someone like you, ever change my whole world the way that you do. Loving you, baby, so simple and free. Trust me, my darling, you're all I need.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play. This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music. I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
Honky-tonks and cantinas, I feel right at home in either. Long necks and tequila can make a bad memory gone. A two-stepping senorita can walk into your heart and heal you. Honky-tonks and cantinas, my other home away from home. You can get a little sideways listening to George Strait and how he's just a troubadour. Oh, hear the mariachis play sad songs about yesterday, but she don't love you anymore. Honky-tonks and cantinas, I feel right at home in either. Long necks and tequila can make a bad memory gone. A two-stepping senorita can walk into your heart and heal you. Honky-tonks and cantinas, my other home away from home. Nothing like getting down, listening to that Texas sound, twin fiddles and a steel guitar, killing time with friends in low places, having rounds flirting with the waitress till that neon moon is gone. Honky-tonks and cantinas, I feel right at home in either. Long necks and tequila can make a bad memory gone. A two-stepping senorita can walk into your heart and heal you. Honky-tonks and cantinas,
good friend Tony Corrales with the Tony Corrales Band from the state of Arizona. That is called She's Got One Hell of a Memory. He's got one hell of a video to that song. You can check it out on ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.com. And before that, a great song called Honky Tonks and Cantinas. One more from the Tony Corrales Band to complete his triple play. It is a great ballad called Fight for Your Love on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on a triple play Thursday.
I still open doors for you, baby. Give you a kiss goodnight. And even when things turn out wrong, I do my best to make it right. You used to leave little notes. I'd find them throughout my day. I wanna be your one and only. I see you're in love but lonely. So I'm gonna fight for your love. Show you everything this man is made of. And I take one hell of a beating to learn how to treat you right. 'Cause girl, I'm not going down without a fight. I miss you when you're gone, even just for the day. All the beauty I still see in you just takes my breath away. You used to walk up behind and wrap your loving arms around me. I wanna be your one and only. I see you're in love but lonely. So I'm gonna fight for your love. Show you everything this man is made of. And I take one hell of a beating to learn how to treat you right. 'Cause girl, I'm not going down without a fight. Baby, I'm gonna fight to make this house a home. And I'm sorry I made you feel so alone. So I'm gonna fight for your love. Show you everything this man is made of. And I take one hell of a beating to learn how to treat you right. 'Cause girl, I'm not going down. No, 'cause girl, I'm not going down without a fight. No.
New country sounds like this.
I'm a hell-raising backwoods homegrown junkie. I need the country.
And this.
Because of you, I finally found a place to I can hang my hat. No need to keep looking around.
And this.
Back in Nashville, 1975. Nashville, 1975.
You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Grab an old winter coat from the closet in a Texas July, 'cause I know any minute you'll be pulling in the dry, and I'll be taking shelter, trying to shield my heart from the bitter storm you bring that's tearing us apart. I stood in a raging blizzard in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, braved old man winter on a Cheyenne Christmas Eve, and I cursed the windy city when it chilled me to the bone. But I never knew Texas could be this cold. You could melt my heart in an instant with the touch of your hand, but the chill of your cold shoulder helps me understand. We've drifted so far now, the love we had is lost. The icy bridge between us is just too hard to cross. I stood in a raging blizzard in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, braved old man winter on a Cheyenne Christmas Eve, and I cursed the windy city when it chilled me to the bone. But I never knew Texas could be this cold. If I could turn back time, I'd take you to a warmer day before we turned our summer skies to winter gray. I stood in a raging blizzard in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, braved old man winter on a Cheyenne Christmas Eve, and I cursed the windy city when it chilled me to the bone. But I never knew Texas could be this cold. I never knew Texas could be this cold. Grab an old winter coat from the closet in a Texas July.
Song number 2.
Baby, why you all alone, sipping on that lonely drink, staring at your telephone, waiting on his call? Looks like you could use a laugh to fire up that pretty smile. I can go and tip the band to play your song. I don't pretend to know him in the end. All I'm saying is if he don't wanna bring you flowers, and if he won't lay around for hours on a Sunday when you wanna just chill, baby I will, baby I will. And if he can't hurry up and take you out to slow dance, I hope you know I want it, girl. If he ain't gonna love you
to a corner booth. Get out of this rowdy crowd. I wanna hear your pretty voice. Tell me all about your hometown and your mama, your friends and all their drama. You've got my attention, you don't need him. Cause if he don't wanna bring you flowers, and if he won't lay around for hours on a Sunday when you wanna just chill, baby I will, baby I will. And if he can't hurry up and take you out to slow dance, I hope you know I want him. Girl, if he ain't gonna love you with a love that's real, yeah, baby, I will. Baby, I will. He don't make you go ooh like he used to. He don't make you go ooh like he used to. If he don't wanna bring you flowers, and if he won't lay around for hours on a Sunday when you wanna just chill, baby I will, baby I will. And if he can't hurry up and take you out to slow dance, I hope you know I want him. Girl, if he ain't gonna love you with a love that's real, yeah, baby, I will. Baby, I will.
That is our good friend from Texas, from Gilmer, Texas, Darren Norris with the Darren Morris Band. That is called I Will. And before that, Never Knew Texas. Well, if you never knew Texas had so much great country music coming out of it, you haven't listened to this radio station lately. You need to do that and come back more often. We play a bunch of it. We do Triple Play Thursday, too, worldwide exclusive to this radio station. And we appreciate everybody tuned into it tonight and have heard 3 songs in a row, 3 great songs in a row from every artist on the playlist. The third one from Darren Morris to complete his triple play is his latest single. It is called Wrap You Up in Love on today's country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
Baby, it turns me on when you start twirling your hair, the way you shimmy out them shoes as you head for the stairs. And I can't stop watching as you walk down the hall. I know you're thinking what I'm thinking, is that black dress fall? I wanna kiss your lips till I run out of breath. I wanna feel your heartbeat on my chest. I wanna take a little time to unwind and wrap you up in love. I'm gonna hold you tight like never before. I wanna live my life with you forevermore. Girl, let me take a little time to unwind and wrap you up in love. When you say you want me, I won't put up a fight. Girl, I could stay here in the covers for the rest of the night. So let me lay you down and just get lost in your touch. When your body's on my body, I don't wanna run. No, I wanna kiss your lips till I run out of breath. I wanna feel your heartbeat on my chest. I wanna take a little time to unwind and wrap you up in love. I'm gonna hold you tight like never before. I wanna live my life with you forevermore. Girl, let me take a little time to unwind and wrap you up in wanna feel your heartbeat on my chest. I wanna take a little time to unwind and wrap you up in love. Oh, I'm gonna hold you tight like never before. I wanna live my life forevermore. Girl, let me take a little time to unwind and wrap you up in love. I'm gonna take my time and wrap you up in love.
What a great way to end Triple Play Thursday with our good friend Darren Morris from the Darren Morris Band, Gilmer, Texas, and Wrap You Up in Love. We love each and every one of you, and thank you for listening tonight. We had a great time talking to Randy C. Moore. You need to go check him out and his music. He is fantastic. RandyCMoore.com is his website. He's got a lot of things going on over there, good things, and he is also from the great state of Texas, from Lufkin, Texas, and you can purchase his latest album. It is called Lufkin. Go get it, RandyCMoore.com. Join me tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Time. We'll do this all over again on a Finally Friday edition of Today's Country with Tim Kelly, and my special guest at 7:30 p.m. Central Time will be three-time Canadian Country Male Vocalist of the Year, Gord Bamford, and a 26-time CCMA Award winner. He is fantastic. It'll be our second great interview, and you will absolutely love that as well. It all begins with Classic Country at 3 p.m. Central Time. Join me and my good buddy Rob Charles from Little Rock, Arkansas with the Classic Country Show at 3 p.m. Central Time. Then in hour number 3 at 5 p.m. Central Time, we will be special, our featured artist Friday will be special guest Diamond Rio. They get the whole hour. You will absolutely love reliving their great music. Tim Kelly Productions is the ones that produce this show, so go give their Facebook page a like, and we will like you right back. You guys have a great night, and until tomorrow, I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. Turn me on, oh, I'll see you on the radio. I can take you back to high school, gym floor, and a slow dance. First love, first kiss, second base down that old dirt road. When it's freezing cold, I can sink your toes in warm white sand. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. So turn me on, oh,
country. I'm rocking